What's going on? This is Productive Yours and Mine. It's live on Periscope. This Periscope thing is so weird. I'm not used to it. Everything's really new. But hey, I figured I'd want to push myself a little bit and try something new. That's what it's all about, right? So just welcome to this video edition or this Productive Yours and Mine situation series. It's super exciting. You know, I like the concept of Periscope. It's going to give me an opportunity to really push this community and push ourselves. And there's just a lot of potential to interact and do something new and different. So Productive Yours and Mine. We really how it started. Well, I'll first just talk a little bit about myself. I think I'm the only one on here, so I guess everybody will look at it in the video when it's captured. But a little about myself. I'm Nick Snapp. I've been out on my own now for about 6 months. I left a Fortune 500 company, great Fortune 500 company, in July and started my own business. I have a company that I own called Inspire Me Solutions, and I have a podcast that I just started last week. I launched it on Christmas Day, and it's called the Make It Snappy Productivity Show. I'm an engineer by trade, by degree, and I'm really into project management and Lean Six Sigma type stuff, and I like to apply those concepts to personal productivity. So I've been doing, I went out on my own in July. And I started with engineering consulting because it was easy. I've been struggling. I wanted to figure out what I want to do for my own business for many, many years, at least for maybe 5 years, really, really strong feelings of what I was going to do. So I got into personal productivity just out of just convenience. I'm sorry, I got into engineering consulting just out of convenience, and it wasn't working for me because it took me away from my family. So I found a coach, and I wanted to figure out what I could do to develop a location-independent business and be home with the family more, and just found a coach, and personal productivity just kept bubbling to the surface, and that's what I decided to get into and do, and I went all in. So pivoting that strategy was really key, and it's allowed me to do just so many great things, like with this podcast and then this community, Productive Yours and Mine. So how Productive Yours and Mine got started is a little bit interesting. I was trying to develop my website, makeitsnappyshow.com, and I found myself struggling. With just getting something done. I was procrastinating and I wasn't getting done timely. I just kind of kept putting it off, and I was trying to figure out what can I do to just give myself a hard deadline and knock this thing out. So I found stick.com, stickk.com, and I put some money on it. I said, I'm going to get this thing done in 2 weeks. And it was a stretch goal because I hadn't even started. I'm going to get my website done in 2 weeks, and I was ended up able to do it when I put $100 on the line. And it just opened up this idea of just accountability and finding this community of accountable people where if I were to put myself out there and say, this is the one productive thing that I'm going to do each day, if I make it public, I know in my mind, even if nobody cares, I've made it public, then I'm more likely to get that done. Because if I don't get it done, then I feel bad about it. And it just gives me that motivation to get something done each day. So I wanted to open up a community to allow people to do the same thing, make their personal commitments to get something done each day. And not just something done, not like just going to the grocery store or whatever, but just something that's actually going to get us out of our comfort zone, that's going to push our businesses forward. The things that we fear the most, the things that we know we should be doing, that's going to drive it forward. What can we do and to make that public and give everybody a tool to commit to? So that's what Productive Yours and Mine is all about. It's a weird name. I don't even know. I like PYM. I think it's a nice little acronym, so I'll probably keep it. But if you guys have any better ideas for what Productive Yours and Mine should be called, that's really what I'm going with now. So yeah, that's how it got started. And with what I've been doing lately, not even lately, I've been doing for probably like the last 20, I think I have 24 videos out there. Every day, every weekday, I post a new video. And I put it on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. It's just called the Make It Snappy Productivity Show. And then a playlist called Productive Yours and Mine. So that's where the videos are going right now. And then I have a closed Facebook group. There's about 20 people in the Facebook group now. And we just comment back and forth. This is what we want to get done each day. What do you think about it? And it's been a pretty cool community. It's been an awesome experience. I love to grow the community and just talk about productivity issues and things that we're struggling with. So that's really what it's all about right now. I'm seeing hearts going. The first hearts on Periscope. Thank you so much. I don't even know if I'm able to see the comments or if I'm even looking at this the right way. But so that's what the PYM community is all about. And hopefully giving everybody an opportunity to interact and share what the one productive thing that they're going to do each day is. So I'll do that now on Periscope. My one productive thing, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year, by the way. So it's a big annual review time for me. So how do you look at your past 2015 year? And then what adjustments are we going to make for 2016? How do you review all the different information in our lives, get it organized, and develop a plan to move forward each month? So I'm going through that process right now. I want to spend a dedicated 1 hour to do my annual review. It's something really easy for me to blow off because it's one of those things that's just not urgent. Nobody's asking me to do it. So and those are the things that typically are the most important. So for me, I need to do my annual review. I need to do it for 60 minutes. So that's like the long term, the thing that's going to move me forward. And really grow my business long term. But then there's the short term stuff too. There's the podcast. I have episode 6 dropping tonight at midnight from Make It Snappy Productivity Show. It's going to be an episode with Paul Mullen. He's a medical sales rep, and we did a coaching session. And I listened to it last night in its entirety. It's 100% ready to go, and it's a really good episode. You wouldn't think it. I mean, medical sales. Some people may or may not be into it, but man, he's got some really cool things to say, and it was just an awesome discussion that I'm really looking forward to everybody hearing. So from an urgency perspective, it's about being consistent. And when you're doing podcasting or when you're doing things like this Periscope, and I think that the one thing that is consistent about all entrepreneurs or successful entrepreneurs that you read about is their consistency. So across the board, if I can train my brain to be consistent about the things that I do every day, not just routines, but just developing rituals that work, and that's going to be a really good thing. So I want to be consistent about the daily PYM videos, consistency about when I put out blogs on Thursdays and when I put out my podcasts on Fridays at midnight. If I can do that consistently each week and each day, then I'm feeling pretty good about my long-term strategy. But then there's also the short-term stuff too, like what am I actually doing to bring in money for the family and the business, and how to grow that. So there's always this balance between what are we doing long-term and what are we doing short-term. And the short-term stuff sometimes is the scary stuff, like how do we put ourselves out of our comfort zone to actually sell something to somebody? How do I sell my coaching services to somebody without, feeling weird about it? So that's some of the things that I've been struggling with. So probably a long explanation to my one productive thing, but if I summarize it all, I'm going to spend an hour doing my annual review. That's my one productive thing. So I'll open it up for comments. I'd love to read however Periscope works, read what you guys are doing to be productive. And I'll close it out and say thanks for joining. I think there's at least one person joining. I saw some hearts pulling up here. But I have it in landscape view because I wanted it to look decent on YouTube. And I'm not sure if that's limiting the way that I see everything going through. So if somebody is on and listening, then please write a comment or something and tell me how to work this Periscope thing, because I'm still kind of confused. Anybody out there? Anybody want to talk about what the one productive thing that you're going to do each day is? Or do today, excuse me. What are you going to commit to? All right, I think I see something. Awesome, there it is. I saw ha, hello. All right, Christine. Hey, thanks for joining. I see your comment. Awesome. I'm such a rookie. I don't even know what I'm doing. There's 2 people on. All right, reading 10 pages of my personal development book. What's that book? What's the development book you're reading? I'm reading a personal development book. It's called The 15 Habits of Productive People and Being Consistent with Your Meal. Oh, look at my wife's on. There's 2 people on, and my wife and Christine are on. Fantastic. Man, Nisaj, I'm just impressed that you figured out, not that you're not capable, but I'm just impressed that you actually downloaded the Periscope app. That's awesome. All right, well, my planner and I are friends again. That's great. Yeah, I'm using OmniFocus. I'm switching to OmniFocus. I was using Evernote to plan my to-do list, so I'll get on the computer and I was all the emails and stuff like that I get, that there's actually action items and things that I want to do. I'll put them into Evernote, and then I'll link that particular email to an item in my task list. And I found it just going back and forth between the email or whatever it is I'm trying to do and Evernote itself. I found it to be a little bit onerous, and I started digging into different things that are out there. There's Wunderlist as a good to-do list type thing. If you're into electronic stuff, Christine, it sounds like you're into paper stuff, but Wunderlist is a really good tool. And then there's what do you call it? OmniFocus is the one I'm looking at, and then there's other ones called Asana. And I mean, there's all kinds of things out there, but I'm going to settle. I've been really impressed with OmniFocus, so that's what I'm going to work on right now. And so for 2016, OmniFocus is going to be my tool of choice for to-dos. But there's nothing wrong with the paper process. All right. Well, it's 9:09. It's been 9 minutes since I've been on. These Productive Yours and Mine series, I really don't want to make them very long. I have plenty of things to do. So I just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to tune in, and I'll post this video on YouTube. I'll edit it. I think I've captured the video, so it'll be on the site tomorrow, and we'll talk then. Thank you, Christine and Nisach, and anybody else who has joined that maybe I don't see what's going on because I don't know Periscope very well. We'll see how this thing goes, but obviously, let's make it quick and let's get it going. Thanks, Nisach. All right, love you guys. Thanks for joining, and we will talk tomorrow.